All right, I'm gonna do one more here. I'm gonna do the exterior elevations for you guys. And because it's a different scale, number one, and number two, all four of them, all four exterior elevations are gonna go on one sheet, right? So let's go ahead and start with this. If you remember, before I start scaling the drawings, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this sheet over to the right. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to unlock the paper. So I unlock the paper. Okay, then I go ahead and copy all of this. Okay, from here to here. Press enter when done. So here's my two sheets. Now, is this going to be a floor plan? Am I going to print two floor plans? No. So I'm actually then going to erase this. And I'm really quickly going to rename this so I don't forget. And I'm just going to say elevations. Okay, and I'm going to change the scale to 1/8. Press enter. Okay, now do I need a north arrow for exterior elevations? Are the exterior elevations a map?
No.
So then I don't need a north arrow for exterior elevations. Every year, every semester, some students have north arrows on every single drawing they draw. Perspective has a north arrow. Exterior elevations have a north arrow. No. Only drawings that are plans, site plan, floor plan, these are the only drawings that need a north arrow. Okay? Please do remember this. Super important. Super, super important. So I'm going to go in now and come back and lock. Actually, I'm not going to lock it for now because I'm going to draw diagonal lines, I think. But to start with, I'm going to go to my elevations and I'm going to scale them down. So let's go ahead and type scale. Select objects to scale. I'm going to select every two together. Okay. Actually, I'm going to select them with the text. And I'm going to scale. Okay. Origin point. I don't know. It could be anywhere here. Now it's telling me you want to scale it by a scale factor or a reference point. I don't want a reference with my eyes. I want an exact number, so I'm going to type in a factor. And remember when you wrote on the piece of paper what 1/8 inch is supposed to be? 1/96. Enter. As soon as you scale them, the gumball is still on. Please go ahead and drive it up close to your paper.
I thought south and east were supposed to be 1/4.
Okay? And if you notice, my exterior elevations, now I can put 4 of them on the sheet because they're half the size of this guy. This is a 1/4 inch, and these are a half of that. They're at 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to leave those right there. I'm going to do the same thing to my other elevations. So I'm going to scale. I'm going to select these guys first. Type scale. Select origin point right here. Scale factor 1/96. Press enter. Drive it over. Okay. Now we can let go a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete. Actually, let's not delete the text first. So how do you place them on a sheet? What do you think we should do? Can I divide the sheet diagonally to place them? No. Right? Well, first of all, I'm going to draw a line. And I'm going to draw that line from the midpoint here to the midpoint there. Press enter. I'm going to draw another line. I have 4 drawings. So I've divided my sheet into 4 drawings. Okay? So next thing, I'm going to align my elevation. See how this is a little bit lower than that? Please make sure you don't have that. Right? So give yourself a construction line here and move that drawing to there. Now I know the bottom of this elevation is the same bottom of this elevation, right? Now they're aligned. I can delete that line. Okay. Let's go ahead and slide this guy over here. Slide this guy over here. Okay. I'm going to copy this text. I'm going to retype it, and I'm going to say east. Now I can delete this east and move this east over. Right? Okay, I'm aligning my text kind of with the edge of the building, edge of the elevation. South, delete that, copy this text, relationship of this corner to the same relationship right there. Let's call this south. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and kind of align my elevation on the bottom from here. Grab an endpoint to, how about perpendicular to my construction line? Snapped it right on. Okay. I'm going to move my construction line from here to here. So now I can align the edge of that building with the edge of that building. So move all of this stuff from there to perpendicular of that. Okay. Am I done? Are these floors aligned? Ah, they're not. So now I'm just going to again move this guy from there to perpendicular there. Now I got the 4 alignments. Make sense? I've got the 4 alignments taken care of. I think I'm going to favor the top a little bit uniformly. I'm going to favor the top a little bit here uniformly as well, because this text kind of crowds this area a little bit. So let's copy this text down from here to here. Okay, so east, maybe this guy becomes west. And this guy becomes north. All right. Now, your arrangement doesn't have to be this way exactly in terms of the north, south, east, west, but don't put the south next to the north. And don't put the east next to the west. You have to turn the corner, because when somebody comes and looks at your exterior elevations, they should be able to see the corner alignments. This is a cavity, and it aligns with this cavity as you turn the corner, right? So you see that relationship. I will mark you down if you don't do that. And if you don't understand what I just said, please ask me. Okay? I will show you again what I mean by this with the, I don't prefer it, I require it.
But in your order like that, say.
Okay? No, mine is kind of fake, because this drawing is exactly like this drawing. There is, you know what I mean? I just copied these down for speed's sake, but yours, you'll have 4 different ones. This guy, I copied straight down here. I faked it.
But I mean, like, just the names, like, at least.
You could, yeah. Just choose a rotation. I started from the south, and I started rotating east, then north, then west. Right? So you can do it that way. There you go. That's my rotation. Okay? This works. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. Let's go to our 4 square perspective. This is a reminder, because I think we've touched upon this last time as well briefly. So you're going to show this elevation, and right next to it on your sheet, you do not show this elevation, because they don't touch, right? So you will show this elevation first, and then you will show this elevation, because they touch. And so when you show this, you rotate the cube, and you see the relationship of this opening to that opening next to each other in a 2D drawing. Make sense? You can go ahead and delete your construction line now. And this is what your exterior elevations should look like. All right, let's stop this video here.